Very good morning, all the students of 5th standard. As you know that we are learning here history's ninth lesson. Page number 42 is going on. Social organization into the ancient cities. This one point is going on. It is true that rise in a trade had been the major factor that contributed to the emergence and the development of cities. So it is clear, or it is true that rise in the trade, when the trade business was accelerated, or when the trade was started, trading business was expanded. So the rise in a trade or increase in a trading business, expansion in a trading business had the major factor or had the important factor that contributed to the emergence of the development of the cities. In this way, cities start to be developed. However, the culture of those cities had its roots in the culture of village settlements of the new Stone Age. Then also we can say that culture of those cities, what are the new cities were emerged, the culture of those cities, the culture of new emerged cities had its roots. Their root, their base was from the culture of village settlements of the new Stone Age. During the new Stone Age, what are the village settlements were there? In them, we can find the roots of newly emerged cities. The faith systems rooted into the agricultural way of life. The faith systems, they began to believe, they began to be faith, trust into the agriculture. So these faith systems, it was rooted into the agricultural way of life. People, they depend on agricultures, they believe on agricultures, and it's continue into the urban way of life too there. So agriculture became the more important occupations of the peoples. Those were belonging from the coming from the rural area as well as the urban area there. The social life and the festivals, the social life of the peoples and the festivals which is based on the agriculture, faith systems became more elaborate in the cities and had prospered because of the rise in the trade. So cities also started to be prospered, cities also started to be developed, to become famous because of the rise in a trade, because of the increasing expansion in a trade. Grand temples were built into the many cities. Big and huge temples were built into the many cities there. Grand, big type of temples, they start to be built to construct into the cities there. Chief of the temples became the chief administrator of those cities. So what are the temples are there? One who is the chief of the temple, one who look after the administration of the temple, of the praying, of pujas. Chief, they slowly chief of temples, they became the administrator of the village. They took all the responsibility of administration of the village, or the responsibility of administrations of the village passed slowly it went in their hand. So priest became the administrator of the cities also there. Later the position of the temple had temple head and that of the king went to the same individual. So later on, the position of the temple head, the position of the priest, one who is head from the temples. So the position of the head and the position of the king from that kingdom, means from that region or the areas, it's became equal there. Equality is there, equal status for the, or equal importance for the priest also, and equal importance for the king also. So priest status or the village temple head person's status is as equal as a king from the state there. So they got the more importance there. This was the beginning of ancient urban civilization. So it was the beginning. So slowly it became the beginning of the civilizations, ancient urban civilizations there of the world, and we shall learn more about them into the next lessons. So whatever the situation is there about the ancient civilization, ancient urban civilization information, that we shall study from the next lessons there. So here we have completed our ninth lesson of our history. The history's ninth lesson is ended here.